What's going on? Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to go over Vulnversity, which stands for Vulnerable University, if I get this right. And it is part of CompTIA Pentest Plus pathway. So firstly, we have the Nmap scan. The Nmap scan, we used -sv for enumerating the versions of the services, -sc default Nmap scripts, -a for aggressive scan, the IP address, and we have revealed the following open ports: 21 for FTP, the version, 22 for SSH, and this is the version, 139.4.5 for Samba server, 3128 for Squid proxy, and we have 4.3's Apache run on 4.3's HTTP server. So that's about the scan. So before proceeding with the enumeration, let's answer the questions. So deploy Reconnaissance. So scan the box. How many ports are open? So as you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we get back with 6 ports. What version of the Squid proxy is running on the machine? So the Nmap scan revealed we have Squid proxy running. The version is 3.5.12. This is answered. Using the Nmap flag -n, what will it not resolve? Hint, IP to hostname. Seems like it's stuck. So -n, what will it not resolve? It will not resolve the hostname, as I guess. Nope. So what is the most likely operating system this machine is running? Let's get back and see the results. So we have here OS detection. Nope. Okay. So as you can see, we have the speculation. It is running Linux. So apparently it is Linux. Yes, so it is Linux. Or I get this with capital. Wrong. Okay, let's use the -o flag. The rest of the questions: what port is the web server running on? 343's. Is it important to ensure you are always doing your... Okay. Let's see first the OS. I mean, it is very clear, it is Linux. Why it is not accepting the answer? She's like silly sometimes. Okay, so what do we got? No S matches for host. Let's see here. What are we missing here? I don't know what we're missing actually. Shall we enter? I don't know actually why it is not accepting this. Linux. What do you want? Ubuntu? I mean, Ubuntu is Linux. Okay, so let's go over now. It is saying we need to locate the directories using GoBuster. So let's do that with a separate window. We don't know what weird question would pop up. So let's get the Nmap scan here and fire up GoBuster dir -w user share are word lists. Come on. Let's see if there's a recommendation about the word list so we don't waste our time just trying to go over word lists for word list's sake. So there is no recommendation. Okay, let's choose our own then. Come on and dash u the URL. So what is the question here? What is the directory that has an upload form page? Okay. Unable to connect. Really? Oh, so we have 4 threes. So far we have, oh, internal. Let's see what is internal URL. All right. Slash internal. So this is the URL that contains the upload form. Internal. So are you willing to evaluate the answer or not? Seems like I need to refresh the page. Okay. Did your mind came to your head now? Not yet. Okay. Finally. So the directory is internal. The next step, compromise the web server. So it is pretty obvious that we need to upload some reverse shell here. So I don't want to stress out that the reverse shells can be found from the internet. There is no need to create links, put links in the videos, send me the links. Just all we have to do is to create the phrase in the mind and put it in Google reverse shell PHP. It was very hard. Okay. So we have the reverse shell here. We can just click on that. Obviously, you're gonna do that, right? Not the opposite way. So sudo reverse PHP. Okay, so what we're gonna modify now in the reverse shells, obviously your IP and the ports. So we're gonna do the ports 4546. The IP will be, of course, not your neighbor IP, it is your IP. Hit config and take the VPN IP. Paste. So the reverse shells is ready, but before we proceed, there is some filter here. So if you try to upload the file, desktop, reverse, submit, extension not allowed. And if you remember, we have gone over these kind of filters before in one video. I could remember the video, I can't recall it, but in order to make this work, we changed the extension to PHTML since the application only allow HTML extensions. How come we know this? So basically, here we need to try. There is no clear guideline about the allowed extension. So PHP isn't allowed. We try with HTML. We try with other extensions. So, and of course, it is not like the case where we tried to upload a PHP file or executable file, and the error message was stating that we need only to upload, or the application only accepts JPG file. If it was the case, we would have changed this into a JPG file. For those who would like to ask me, how do you know, and how do you know, and how do you know? Right, so there is no guideline here, there is no acceptable extension, so we have to try. So, but it's pretty obvious it's not an image, okay? So basically what I would do here, I would go over and type mv reverse php reverse, and here you can try something like the one it worked. The long story short is phtml. So we try to upload that, and of course upload, so success. So you have to try if there is no clear error message about the allowed extension. So nc or sudo rlwrap nc-lvp 4546, or oh God, my memory is very bad. Let me see the allowed extension. So it was 4546. Okay. nc-lvp 4546. Now, all we have to do is to navigate to the directory that contains the reverse shell. So, what I would try here, I would try to go over to reverse.phtml and directory not found. Okay. So what we will try here, we will try internal and then uploads reverse.phtml, and we received the first reverse shell. So let's get back now to TryHackMe and see what we need to answer. Try upload a few file types to this server. What common extension seems to be blocked? It was the PHP. No? What common extension seems to be blocked? Ah, .php. Okay, no answer needed for that. Run this attack. What extension is allowed? PHTML. And here it's telling you guys that to find out what is the allowed extension, you have to send the request with Burp to the intruder, and then with the file name, just place the payload position in the extension, and then go over a word list that contains miscellaneous of extensions, combinations of extensions, to see what is the allowed one. But I just made this short because it's very obvious how to do that, and we have done this before. Now, what's the name of the user who manages the web server? Let's see. ID. So it's obvious that it is data. No? What could be the user? Let's see here. Cat etc pass. So what do we have here? We have Bill. Maybe it is Bill. Okay. What is the user flag? So there's a flag. Obviously, we have to navigate to build, cd home, ls, cd build, ls, cat user.txt. Don't just strain your mind in only answering the questions. The the more important fact is the process. Okay. So the last thing is the privilege escalation. Okay. Let's see here how do we do the privilege escalation. So for this scenario, we all have to do is to find the binaries that have the SUID bit set. So we do that with find dash burn dash for exec. What I would do, I wouldn't use that. Type file dash permissions dash u equal s, and then to the no. So nothing. Let's cancel this one. Right. So in this scenario, we have to exploit the systemctl. And previously, we have done this before. It was either a hack the box CTF, or it was cyber lab walkthrough, where we exploited the systemctl binary. We created a separate service and we run the service. So systemctl is kind of to manage the interfaces and the servers. So what we would do here, we would go to Google and type GTF or beans, and we look for systemctl, click on SUID. So this is what we have to do. Okay, let's do that. Let's start over, do something like environment variable env1, and then go over the commands again, but I'm going to change the name. I don't know why this would work, but let's try. Now echo the service, and then the execution from here. Just follow the steps, copy paste. Temp.txt, and then the install. Here comes the env1. env1. All right. Now we create the symlink for the environment variable. And then we enable it. Okay, ls temp. So we get a flag file. Let's see what's inside. So apparently this is the root flag. On the system, search for also with files. What file stands out? So the root flag is correct. Now search for also with file. We did that. What file stands out? So we're gonna go up and copy the entire name, which is here. Okay, no answer. I mean, come on. Is it really hard to evaluate the answer? This bit has been lost in the matrix. Interesting. Seems like, as you can see, the progress has been updated, but the server is having some troubles. Anyway, so that was about this challenge. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. It's all about reconnaissance, finding the directory for uploading the reversion, bypassing the rudimentary filter, and then abusing SUID bit binaries. So that was about this, and see you in the next video.